All right, let's see. We are on the fourth week. We are finishing up talking about SQL. Last week we spent some time talking about how to create something that's conceptual as UML, convert it into a relational model, and we talked about querying it, retrieving data mostly. Those are the most common operations: is being able to retrieve the data, update the data, create the data, and remove the data. Right, the CRUD operations. So we spent most of the time in reading the data, right, using select statements and joins and whatnot. We'll finish that up today. We'll do some updating. We'll talk about views. Why would you want to have views as a convenient way of consuming data? We'll talk about store procedures, so that we can be able to programmatically modify based on events that occur or running a particular procedure. So we'll finish up today everything that has to do with SQL and dealing directly with the database and maintaining the data. Okay. Then we'll move away from the relational model a little bit, and we started looking at how is it that we can programmatically interact with the database using libraries such as JDBC and some best practices on how to organize code that deals with data access and interacting programmatically with relational databases. Then a lot of the manual programming that we'll do here, we'll see that there's actually very good design patterns on how we can automate this low-level JDBC communication. Again, another layer of abstraction, right? That's all this is, right? Databases themselves are a layer of abstraction. JDBC is a layer of abstraction on top of that. And then we'll talk about ORMs as another abstraction on top of that as well. So right after that, we'll have our midterm, which will go up to and including ORMs. All right. The other section 1, is not going to have class on Monday. We're slightly ahead over there, so that's perfect, right? This will give us a chance to catch up, and then we'll be the same. All right, so that's it. These due dates for Project 1, Project 2, these are somewhat soft due dates. If you miss them by a day or so, it's fine. It's just a way to measure your pace on where you should be at this time in your project. These used to be only suggestions, and nobody paid attention to the suggestions. So we made them actual assignments that have some weight. So now folks have some incentive to actually complete them. So we're asking folks to join teams. I think some folks already have done this on Piazza. So to settle on 3 folks that can work together throughout the semester on a project, and then we'll create teams on Blackboard for you to formally join those teams, so that we can grade you as a team. Okay. Right, so we'll be doing that later this week. Any questions?